Hey guys, Metal Jesus here with a quick little bonus video this week because I'm getting back from E3 and I want to share with you some of the pickups or swag that I picked up at the E3 Expo in Los Angeles. And the reason why this is kind of cool is because when you go to this type of expo, some of the stuff you get there is very limited, very exclusive. And as you see in this video, and if you've seen the thumbnail, you know that I got something very special here. So I'm gonna start with the first of two boxes and we're gonna rip into this right now. I'm gonna show you what I picked up at the show. Typically when I travel, I like to travel light. And so I really only had one carry-on and then one day pack. And so one of my strategies is to always just drop off a bunch of stuff at the UPS store and ship it back to myself. That way, I mean, it's technically cheaper than trying to check extra luggage. So anyways, we're gonna start off here and got a bag. Oh, that's right. I picked this up at the PlayStation store, which was outside of the venue. And then here is something kind of interesting. This is a limited issue T-shirt from Bethesda. Now, I didn't realize this, but I guess Bethesda has T-shirts of the month. But this one is specific to E3. I actually got to hang out and talk to the guy who actually designed this. He was running the booth. Really cool artist. And yeah, I had no idea that Bethesda did this monthly T-shirt subscription thing. I thought this was very cool. Really love Fallout. So this is a very neat T-shirt. We're going to dig a little bit deeper here. And I completely forgot about this. So this is from Satisfy. This is I think a really small company, but this is a grip for your Nintendo Switch. And these guys actually sent me a prototype a couple months ago to get some feedback and see what I thought. And I really like this. I mean, I'm an adult, I have big hands. And so sometimes getting these grips for things like the Switch are pretty awesome. And then, oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about this. So we got this at the Bethesda booth. So we go into the press area. They gave us this little extra battery, this kind of like portable battery for your cell phone. But look at this, it's actually labeled the Elder Scrolls. I thought that was pretty cool. This is the type of stuff you typically get when you go to these type of conventions. Some of it's kind of useful, which is this. I actually was pretty excited to get this because my phone's always dying, but some of it's just kind of crap. But digging on deeper in here, I bought a bunch of T-shirts at Bethesda. And this is another one here. I am really digging that blue tint to that Skyrim logo there. I thought that was so cool, so I definitely had to pick that up. Here's another Sony PlayStation T-shirt. I thought this was pretty cool. Now, I didn't show it in this video. I completely forgot to flip it over, but it basically says PlayStation 1994 in the back. But as you guys know, you're going to see these type of T-shirts in my videos going forward. I'm always doing PlayStation videos, and so it's kind of cool to have that. This was something I forgot about at the Hyperkin booth. They would give you these Fanny Packs. It's kind of hilarious. It's a Fanny Pack. Packed full of goodies, and I hadn't looked in here until I did this video. And there's a bunch of retro-themed stuff, being Hyperkin, of course. So you saw some sunglasses as well as 8-bit bow tie. Then you also see these kind of challenge coins or pogs. I'm not really sure what these are. The one on top there is actually heavy. It feels like aluminum, and then I guess these are pogs. I don't know. I'm so uncool. I have no idea what this is. You dig a little bit deeper in here, and I was surprised to find a calculator watch. So this is an old school calculator watch by Hyperkin. Again, just random swag. It actually works though. That's the hilarious thing. I remember as a kid in the 80s wanting a calculator watch. I don't know why. I'm terrible at math. Maybe that's why I need it, because I need it so I can always do math. Digging a little deeper here, I thought this was really neat. So this is a real newspaper for the Spider-Man game, and as you see at the top, it's the Daily Bugle. So all around the convention center, they had these real life newspapers, well, boxes or stands, whatever, these red things that you could walk up and get an actual Spider-Man newspaper. And then looking inside here, they have real articles, but they're all related to the game or the world of Spider-Man. I love this kind of swag at this kind of marketing material at these kind of expos. I think they're so clever, so creative. The sad thing is, I didn't see a lot of these around. So I think people really thought that it was an actual newspaper and then they just skipped it for some reason. So it's cool to get this in my collection. And, you know, it's going to be something that probably in 10, 20 years that you'll rarely see, you know, kind of cool. Digging a little bit deeper here, of course, I've mentioned this in my previous video, but Hyperkin allowed me to leave the convention center with their brand new Retron 77. That is their Atari 26 clone system. And I am one of the first in North America to actually get one of these. And so I'm going to be reviewing it soon. So I'm not going to take the time to open it here. One of the little details here I thought was pretty cool is that the producer actually signed the side of it, which I thought was pretty damn neat. So a review of this device is coming to my channel very, very soon. Getting down to the bottom of this box, we have, looks like a couple more t-shirts. It's funny, when I packed these away, I completely forgot. So it's been about a week since I've seen this stuff, but, oh yeah, okay. So this is another Bethesda T-shirt. This is the classic Doom. I had to get this. I mean, really quality T-shirt, and look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. You guys know I'm a sucker for video game and metal T-shirts, and so when I go to these conventions, I like to pick up this stuff, especially if I haven't seen it before. Speaking of Spider-Man and the Sony booth, I had to get a T-shirt for my wife. She loves Spider-Man, so I got this one here. Sadly, they didn't have any women's size T-shirts, which is always kind of a nitpicking point for her, but I did get that for her, and it'll probably shrink down, which is okay. And then here is my final Bethesda T-shirt, and check this out. I think this was exclusive to E3, but it is all the major characters of their franchises on this T-shirt. And actually on the back of the T-shirt, it actually says E3, which is cool. So had to get this. I mean, I'm a huge fan of them, obviously, as you can tell. Okay, and the main event. If you've seen the thumbnail, you know what this is. But a little backstory is that CD Projekt Red was showing behind closed doors to press only an hour of actual gameplay footage of Cyberpunk 2077. So it was not available to the public. You had to make an appointment, which I had, and it was so cool because obviously you got to see an hour of the game, which is amazing. But then as you walked out the door, they handed you one of these, and this is pretty cool. So, however, before I get to that, I do want to pull this out. You're probably wondering why I have two of them. Is because Kelsey went with me, so everyone who saw it got one. I'm going to put that aside for just a second. Now, the reason why I want to put those aside for just 1 second is because when we walked into our appointment to see the game, the online strategy manager at CD Projekt Red recognized me. His name's Miguel, and he was so excited that we were there. It was humbling for me because I was like, what, you know? And then he actually pulled from underneath some t-shirts that they normally don't give out to people. So he actually gave us these Cyberpunk 2077 t-shirts. I was like, he must know me really well because I was super excited. So got some cool t-shirts, but of course you guys want to see the figure, and it's pretty cool. For those of you that don't remember, this woman here was first featured in the teaser trailer when Cyberpunk 2077 was first announced, I think like over a year ago. So it was really surprising to see her show up like this. People had no idea that they were going to do that. Now, in the hour-long demo that we watched, she was not in it. At least I didn't see her in it. There was so much going on in that demo, and the world is so dense. So I'm not exactly sure how she fits into the game, or if at all, but it was cool to see this. I mean, again, as a press kit, this is pretty damn cool. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if when they announced a limited special collector's edition of this game, that this is what is included there, because obviously they did a ton of work here. I mean, she's very detailed. She looks awesome. So hopefully some of you will be able to get the chance to get her as well. CD Projekt Red did something similar with this with The Witcher 3, so I'm sure she'll make a comeback. But in the meantime, she's pretty exclusive. Only to press, only if you went to E3, so I'm so excited to have her in my collection right now. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video covering some of the pickups and swag that I got at this year's E3 Expo in Los Angeles. I also released this week a behind the scenes video with Kelsey and her boyfriend Cody, all about our experience going to E3 this year, the parties, the appointments, the whole expo itself, a little bit of something that you typically don't see. Yes, we talk about the video games, but we also talk about what it's just really like to go to E3. So if you like this video, definitely check that one out. All right, guys, thanks for watching.